With Carolla segment tonight, new survey from the internet says that California is the worst run state in the union, North Dakota the best. In fact, here are the top 5 best run states: North Dakota, Wyoming, Nebraska, Utah, and Iowa. That's based on fiscal responsibility. The worst run: California, Rhode Island, Illinois, Arizona, and New Jersey. Hello, Governor Christie. Joining us now to lament that his state tops the worst list, our pal Adam Carolla. You're not surprised about this?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I had a great example of why we're last. Happened to me over the weekend. On Friday, I was in Winnipeg, Canada, and when I checked into the hotel, they said, "Oh, you know who's in the room right next to yours? Samuel L. Jackson." And I thought, what the hell is he doing in Winnipeg in November? It's horrible. The weather's horrible. And then I remembered, oh, he's shooting a movie in Winnipeg. And then I realized that's right. He lives in Beverly Hills, but he does all his work in Winnipeg and other parts of Canada, meaning Samuel L. Jackson, the small business, just picks up and leaves to avoid the unions and to avoid taxes. And I'm a fan of Samuel L. Jackson, and I will apologize if he's playing the role of a Canadian Mountie who plays by his own rules, but I'll bet he isn't. I'll bet
and
the movie takes place in L.A.
Forgive me for just explaining the point, but in California, they used to shoot most of the movies in Los Angeles, Hollywood, the film capital of the world. But the expenses are so now onerous because of the unions, regulations, environmental, on and on and on, that the movie companies, headed mostly by liberal individuals, and Samuel L. Jackson certainly one of those, shoot everything in Canada, Vancouver, Manitoba, Calgary, because there isn't any of that. They can get the movie shot for much less money. So all of their principles of labor and all of this go flying out the window as they run up, and California loses all of that revenue that they used to have because of all the craziness. Is that the point you were trying to make there, Carolla?
It's exactly the point, very eloquently made. And like I said, he's a business and he moves. Now, other businesses go to Texas and they stay there for good. And that's what's happening to California. California, honestly, is like a hot blonde high school chick who's been getting by on her looks, never having to study, not having to exercise or eat right, just a beautiful genetic hand, a beautiful ocean, beautiful mountains, beautiful weather. And now she's 45 and she's falling apart. And look at North Dakota's #1?
North Dakota, because they have all the energy and they're, need a lot of people to harvest
that. But also, that would be the fat chick with the bad skin who has to work twice as hard in order to get the date on a Saturday night.
Well,
that's what that is.
I mean, I've been to North Dakota and some lovely Scandinavian descendants up there. And
nobody wants to live. Yeah, but here,
it's cold.
What the point is California, we've been getting by on our looks.
That's right. You have everything there. God gave that state everything. It's beautiful.
Right.
You got the oceans, the mountains, and everything. And that you guys have mucked it up, Carolla. You ought to run for governor and unmuck it.
Well, you know what? Carolla in I don't know what date are they even running. Who's the governor? I can't believe Jerry Brown is governing this state. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is his second shot. I like the governor, but he certainly doesn't have control of the situation. But Arnold did a horrible job. All right, now you're going to be on Leno tomorrow night. This is interesting. Carolla's on Leno on Tuesday night, paving the way for my appearance on Thursday night. So this is nice of you to go on and tell everybody I'm coming.
I am going to tell everyone O'Reilly's on the way. I will herald your arrival.
What are you going to talk about on Leno?
I have no idea. I imagine he's going to ask me about my beard, and I'll tell him I was going for the Ben Affleck look, but instead I got Yasser Arafat.
That's very, Yasser. Why don't you come on with a little headgear on there, and then you can make your point there. All right, so Adam Carolla on Leno tomorrow night, and we appreciate it, Adam. As always,